I'm Dan Short. I'm with Future Point of View. I'm a senior consultant and going to be talking about AI tools today. So I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about AI tools. It's interesting how much it's in the news. I give several presentations, and the last two I gave, they said, well, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but it's got to be about AI. So it's just top of mind for everybody. You watch the news, see it on TV. Seems like this day and age, it's either AI or Taylor Swift seems to be the hot topic. I never realized that I could watch a Kansas City Chiefs game and learn about Taylor Swift. Hey, Dan Short here. Yeah, I just got out of a conversation with Microsoft MVP, which means most valuable professional according to Microsoft. And they had them evaluate Copilot, which is Microsoft's new AI engine. And it is incredible. He said he rarely used Outlook anymore. Copilot answered most of the emails for him or edited them. It would read and summarize attachments. It built PowerPoint presentations for him. It did a pretty complex data analytic model in Excel, drawing on different data sources he had available. It blew my mind.
Up next for speaking is Dan
it's
Short.
me. Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your company first and what you plan to talk about.
So Global Stratacom, we're a consulting company, technology, and we really focus on the business of a company and then what technology they need to solve their issues.
All right,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm very familiar with that one. My husband does that. So tell us, as far as how you're going to reach the audience for this Trust Talk, what are you planning to speak about?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I love this topic. You know, it's a passion of mine. Data analytics for sales. It's something that everybody needs to do this day and age. It gives you that competitive edge. So one example is that, people trying to do cold calls and prospecting, they will make, all these calls trying to get a hold of the person. Your husband probably is aware of this. And, but the stats show that after 9 attempts, the odds of you getting a hold of that person drops by 45%.
Wow.
So after 9 tries, you're better off just putting that person to the bottom of the list and then moving on to the next call. All right, so it's analytics is really important, and I think that during the workshop we can really talk deeper about that. Of course, I'll have more examples.
Yeah, you want to make it worth your time. You
Yeah.
You want to be strategic on who you call, how you talk to them, and
Absolutely.
make sure you're getting the return on investment. Really.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right.
Do we call it Digital Dan? What do we call it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I mean,
Why
it's
not?
kind of statement. Did we ever come up with anything else? Oh, we did talk about the High-Beam podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not quite as snappy,
Yeah.
but less embarrassing.
Less embarrassing. It's the High-Beam the High-Beam the High-Beam podcast with Digital Dan.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Perfect. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. People say, well, I was doing a presentation for a large group in, I think it's Seattle. And afterwards, someone said, a younger person came, I want to do exactly what you do. How do you do that? I'm like, it's simple. Just get 30 years of experience and you're pretty much good to go after that. Because I've kind of seen it all, in IT. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but it kind of is what I run into.
Yeah.
So now, because this is all based on data, so data analytics is this huge thing, was this huge thing, but now you have not only data analytics, which are important and foundation to AI, but now you got an engine that now can do the interpretation for you. Where you did the analytics and you had to look at the charts and go, okay, what's it telling me? Now there's something in between you and the analytics that says, okay, here's what you need to do. So think of it in those terms.
AI a little bit. Just for some context, our objective was this, right? Build a business intelligence ecosystem and become a data-centric organization. And this came from our provost and executive VP. Easy, right? Just go ahead and do it. So we thought, hey, we'll run out and we'll make this happen. So we took data and we took tools and we ran to college and we said, hey, here you go, make it happen. And it did not work really well. They couldn't really get to the data. Once they saw the data, they really didn't understand what they were looking at. The tools were crazy. They had to come to IT for help. So, the saying fail often, well, we did that really well. We kept trying it and we kept failing over and over. We thought, we really need to rethink what we're doing here. So I took a step back and said, what are we missing?